All right, guys.
I think Barry was probably.
Everybody say hi to this camera right here.
Hi, camera.
You're on camera. That is the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils. You can wave and everything.
And everything.
It's a motion picture. Guys, I'm really excited about today. I'm getting packed up because I'm going close to the Smoky Mountains in a cabin where I'm going to spend the weekend with the group we used to call ourselves the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils. And we would hike and we would climb and we would camp. And we'd get around and we'd sing with our guitars. We had some really talented musicians. We had so much fun in our lives. We were so fortunate to have each other because in the 70s, you know, the drugs were rampant, and so we found stuff to occupy ourselves by climbing up rocks and camping and things like that. So since that time, since we all went to college, started our careers, we kind of wouldn't see each other very often. And then it got to the point where we would get together at funerals, like when my mom passed away, when my dad passed away, when Wendy and Ruth Thornton, who was like another mom and dad for everybody, we was like, hey, we're only meeting up at funerals, let's get together. When Bruce passed away, that was like a real trigger for us because we lost one of the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils. And it's gonna be nice to just get together and talk about the good old days. I got all kinds of good stuff, mostly to drink. Purple Monsters. Diet Coke. And some ice. We're gonna get back on the road. Stopped here at the North Carolina Welcome Center, probably about 40 minutes away from the cottage we're going to stay at. I hear a rooster. Now they shut up as soon as there they go.
I made an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out an old pen and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.
Here we are, and there's BW. Can't tell who that is yet. But somebody has arrived.
Hey, Wade.
It's Wade. My cousin Wade.
I'm so glad you could make it. Oh, barely made it.
I'm glad you made it too.
Find it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was lost, but I stayed on this road and up here.
That's my cousin Wade.
I know all about these halls.
My mom's sister's boy.
That's good. Yep. Perfect. Come on in and make yourself at home. You can. Walt has picked out a bed, and I've picked out a bed.
Oh,
So
hey,
you're a third one here. You can pick out.
This is Wade, but I gotta find Barry.
Yes, sir.
Is he coming this way or downstairs?
I think he's coming in downstairs also.
I wanted to be 100% sure I was in the right place.
Yeah.
You are.
Watching for people arriving.
Nothing here but a bunch of hillbillies.
Well, I'm in the right place. All right.
And you're on camera
hey.
for a minute.
Hey there, everybody.
How's it going?
That's how that happened. So we knew that I had family that came from North Carolina. And my dad used to love to come down to Wilkesboro area and visit his relatives there. That was awesome.
Somebody pulled in. There he is. Ron.
How you doing?
Good. Everybody's here except James now.
Real good. I'm not lying.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Is there
There he is. I filmed everybody coming in.
Hola.
Good to see you. After everybody arrived, we decided to head on down and go to Phil's Barbecue, which is outside of Black Mountain. And pretty cool place, pretty cool decor. We just had a great time talking and eating and relaxing. We then headed back to the cabin and just stayed up late telling stories. All right, so after pretty good night of just telling stories in the cabin and all that kind of stuff, now we're gonna, this morning, we're gonna go hike this trail, Catawba Falls River Trail, and it's been wonderful with these guys, just telling those stories and catching up and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of fun.
Straight cruising, headed for a bruising, watching out for number one. You gotta slow down and look around you, son. Today is just today and not tomorrow. Where you're going, you can rest your head. Where you're going, brightness looks big. Where you're going, truth cannot be hid. You gotta get going.
Beautiful little hike here.
Easy now. You gotta get going. Easy now. Be hard working so you can be deserving of the rest that you are given. You gotta slow down and look around you, son. Give a lot and live a little. Work with what you got. Where you're going, you can rest your head. Where you're going, brightness looks big. Where you're going, truth cannot be hid. You gotta get going. Easy now. You gotta get going. Easy now. Get along, give a hand, sleep heavy, be the man. Just there, where you are, do something, be the star. You gotta get going. Easy now, you gotta get going.
BW, thanks for the recommendation on this hike.
Easy
Pretty
now.
cool, guys. Cool. Very neat.
Nice spot.
Oh, what'd you say?
I say it's a nice spot.
It really is.
Feels a little like an air conditioner turned on.
It does.
Yeah.
Water.
And look at these guys back here. I don't know what they're doing.
I think it's only how clear the water is. Do not, and I repeat, do not jump off the waterfalls or dive into the pools. Do not climb on rocks near the waterfalls. Never, and I mean never, swim or wade upstream or near a waterfall. Avoid slick roads around the waterfalls, and last but not least, watch your children and pets at all times.
What if you're a salmon?
You're good.
Okay.
And you could go after the salmon.
You could.
You could.
You
You
have
could
to
go
salmon.
upstream to get them.
Yeah,
Upstream.
that's coaching. You can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you should happen to fall in, take a deep breath.
And throughout the years, we've always had to give Wade these lectures.
Yes.
about safety.
Practicing waterfall safety
And I
today.
can't promise that I'll remember what you told me.
After the hike, we headed into Black Mountain and had some lunch at the Trailhead Restaurant. It was really cool, really good food. What do you think, Wade?
Some good local beer. Dark. I didn't remember the name that it was, so to give it any cred. So far,
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
I agree.
Minestrone.
Minestrone's delicious.
I've never eaten minestrone, but I'll take your word for it. Chili's pretty good.
Thumbs up on the chili.
Yeah, and there'll be more. BW, he sits right here, but he's gone.
Unavoidably detained.
He's back now, calling his wife. BW, we got to get your lowdown on the Trailhead.
The restaurant? I like the decor, including the expired rock climbers. And it looks like maybe he's been run over by a bicycle.
What the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils mean to me is friendship, long life friendship. So blessed to have a brother in this group that I can call one of my best friends. Mm-hmm. But what's also equally, to me, wonderful is having a group of friends that I can also call brothers. And we've been through a lot together, and it's really been special to have everybody together here this weekend and bringing back great memories of a great childhood.
All right, what the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils means to me is you don't need anything fancy to get high on life. Just a good group of friends willing to get together and be kind to everyone. So if you use your imagination, you can accomplish anything.
Being a member of the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils means a lot to all of us guys. I think for me it means I have brothers that, since I don't have any siblings, so I've got a lot of brothers because of this group, and we've done some amazing things. We've been able to get together, and having this get together was huge, just to catch up with everybody, and we can jump right in as if it was 1982 and nobody skipped a beat, even though we had distance between us, just physical distance. But it's an incredible group of guys, and I'm just so blessed and fortunate to have you guys in my life, and look forward to many more of these occasions and keeping up with everybody throughout the years.
Well, that's like air.
Ron's making the coffee.
maker. Unofficial coffee maker. It's hard to have partnerships that.
All right, being part of this group has meant a lot to me. It's about people helping people and improving ourselves as we always did. It's really meant a lot to me over the years, and I hope it's not so long before we get together again.
Amen.
All right, what the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils means to me is 50 years ago when we first started rock climbing, it was like the beginning of a new life for me. And my brother James and our friends, they were willing to come along on this adventure with me. And we called ourselves the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils. And then that was in September of 1975. And a few years later, when Walt and his brother Bruce and cousin Wade moved to Kermit, our numbers increased. And we called ourselves the Commune because we were together all the time. Mm-hmm. And when you grow up in a small town like Kermit, West Virginia, there's not a lot to do. And so we just made our own fun. And I think what brought us together so closely was we had a lot of common interests, centered around sports, not just rock climbing, but other sports, and music. We all liked the same style of music and bands, and even made our own little band, the Smitty Simpson Band. There's nobody named Smitty Simpson, and we're not really a band, but that's what we called ourselves when we got together and played music. And another common interest was humor. it was just laughs all the time. It was so much fun. And it's been so much fun that we've been able to stay connected over the miles and over the years. And this weekend it has been so special that those miles came down to 0. And we were all here together and sharing the memories. And so it's been a great time.
Absolutely. Thanks. On video?
It is on video.
All right. So, to me, what the Appalachian Mountain Daredevils means is, or what they were to me, I guess, and are to me, was when I moved from South Carolina to West Virginia, I knew some people in Kermit, but I didn't really have great friends. And immediately, BW and James and Barry and Wade and Ron, and there were some other people like Chico and my brother Bruce, of course, we all just kind of like bonded immediately. And in Kermit, if you look back in the 70s when we moved there, the drugs were rampant everywhere, not just Kermit, but everywhere. But it was probably heightened in Kermit a little bit. And so had we not had each other, it's hard to tell where we would have steered, because we all know people that in that area that had drug problems their whole life. But we chose not to go down that road. We were athletes. Everybody in this group was an athlete just about. And then the rock climbing came as just like a natural extension. I look back and shudder at some of the things we did. But I look back and laugh at all the silly stuff we did. And we were taking trips in BW's car that he bought by saving up money over his years cutting grass. And he paid cash for this car. Now, how many guys, I'll ask y'all, how many of y'all know what kid saves up for 10 years to buy a car? He did it, so it's amazing. So and we'd head off to Seneca Rocks or whatever trip we did. It was always fun. We've been a lot of places, and it's so good that we've reconnected here in the mountains of North Carolina, and that's all we did was reminisce and tell stories about the past and what we want to do in the future. So they continued to touch my lives like they always have. And that's it.
Subscribe to The Frontiersman.
I love it.